Hi, my name is Andrew Lee. I'm the instructor for the course entitled Digital Communication and Presentation. I made this video syllabus to tell you other things that were not in the syllabus. If you're sure you're going to take this course and want to be ready by the time the school starts, there are 5 things I recommend you to do before taking this class. Of course, you don't have to do all these 5 things, but it would certainly help a lot in terms of endeavoring to do a lot of work. So I really recommend you to do all of them before the school starts. Let me start out with the first one. Learn the basic video editing skills on your own. This course is mainly about how to make a video content. It's basically a video production class, but at the same time, I will also teach you how to come up with a great story for yourself. So I'll focus more on teaching how you could exercise your creative activities and artistic choices. So I won't spend much time on teaching technical aspect of making the videos. If I do that, there won't be enough time for you to come up with great ideas for individual and group projects. It will take away a lot of times. Download a free basic editing software. And there are a bunch of free softwares out there. Just Google it. Try to record a video using only your smartphone. You could shoot trees, friends or family, food, and then you start editing videos. There are plenty of free tutorials on how to edit videos, etc. So I hope you take advantage of that. You can definitely learn this software on your own. Whether you're using paid software like Final Cut or Adobe Premiere, there are plenty of online resources which will acquaint you with what does what and all important keyboard shortcuts. I really want you to get used to the feeling of what it's like to shoot and edit a video, because the course is going to be like that for the duration of the semester. It's going to be tough. I want you to keep that in mind. I want you to watch movies. Lots of movies. This class requires to make your own video content, and you don't want to make a bad one. To avoid making a bad movie, you should definitely watch a list of classic films and try to understand what makes them so great. The reason for watching many movies is simple. How do you become a good writer and a good novelist? You read a lot of books. How do you become a painter? You need to see a lot of paintings. How do you become a music composer? You listen to a lot of music. This is a visual storytelling class, so watching movies is at the core of what we do. If you don't watch movies, there's no need to make the movies, right? The films I would suggest for this procedure would include The Godfather, Citizen Kane, Shawshank Redemption, The Third Man, Mad Max, The Matrix, and more recently, Get Out. The list goes on. And if possible, you should see films on the big screen. That's how films are meant to be seen. Now, there are going to be film analysis in some of the assignments, and let me give you some tips on that. You finally watched one of those films. Next, watch the film again. This time, dissect it. Look for scenes. These naturally form cleavage point by which you can start dissecting the film. The first scene may take place in the office. How many shots were taken in the office, from what angles, close, medium, far, continuous? Within the office, note the details of composition of individual shots. How does a shot begin? How does it end? What is on the desk? The walls, the characters? This is a visual dissection I'm describing. After you dissected the film to your heart's content, watch it a final time and see how those parts created a whole. Another way I would suggest is that you should go back to your favorite films that you enjoyed tremendously when you were little and try to relive the experience. Filmmaking is a visual storytelling. We do quite a bit of research and study. We read a vast number of tutorials and articles and text. We do so much to fill our brains with all of the information that I think will prepare us for making films and seeing our craft from a new perspective. If you don't want to register for the class, and if you're interested in the subject, you may audit the class. As a college student, you will need to make decisions about your class schedule that may exclude you from certain interesting courses. Dropping a class can be arduous and time-consuming. If you don't want to go through that and want to know how video production class is like, just come to the class and sit in. Another option is to speak to me directly. You can ask me through my email, which I wrote down below, and I can offer more insights into the course so that I can tell you if you will have enough time for the class. If you cannot fit the course into your schedule, even as an audited class, you can always try it again next year. We're going to be doing a lot of things on the first day, so usually the first day of every class is fairly short, only talking about the course and the syllabus. We're going to be doing that as well, plus other things we need to cover. The first day will be filled with workshop on how to create your story, and we're also going to talk about the reading that you're required to read. I will upload our first reading, which is the article entitled Mass Media by John Peters, available on Snowboard. You are required to read it before the class. You don't have to write the comment about it, so you don't have to worry about that. But you will eventually write comments for other readings for the next class. So don't miss the first day of the class and be there on time. I know it's really early in the morning, but please don't be late. So that's it for the recommendations. So I guess the course registration is still happening right now, and I hope many of you will take my class. If you do register, I hope to see you soon. It'll be a challenging class, but I'll try to make it in as much fun as possible. I really want you to have a lot of passion. I know it's such an hackneyed expression, but passion can go a long way. If you have any questions or concerns regarding this class, feel free to ask me through my email address. The link is down below. See you on the first day of class, which is March 7th. I hope you find this video very useful. Thank you for watching. Good luck and study hard.